on, dude. You need some help zipping it up. Hang on.
Nope, I got it. I got it. But here we are with the Carpenters for their very first bee experience.
Bee experience.
They are newbies.
We are newbies.
We're just going to do a real basic hive inspection. So, here we go.
Here we go.
So this keeps the wind from blowing off the top cover. This is called the top cover.
Okay.
This is called a hive tool.
Okay.
Kyle, ready with the smoke? Just give them a couple puffs and I crack the lid. Ready? Yep, go. There you go. Okay. So we got here.
Why are they stopped?
Oh, these ones are dead. I don't know what happened to these guys. They maybe got squished last time I put the cover back on.
Oh.
So anytime you do a hive inspection,
yes,
you will kill some bees. It's unavoidable. Obviously, you want to kill as few as possible, but think of them like skin cells, right?
Right, they grow back.
You're gonna lose a few.
Usually they're a lot more active than this.
There's a bunch in there. So
Just listen to the touch, Steve, and they'll be fine.
So these ones have nothing going on, but this is like perfectly drawn comb. This was on wired wax foundation. You can see the wires on the side.
Yeah.
So you can see everything is exactly sort of perfect and same size.
So what does the smoke do? Why do they have smoke? Why do they like smoke?
What it does is they don't like it. What it does is it Andrew, go like this and pull it away from your face on both sides. There you go. It overrides the alarm pheromone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're going to start. One bee will sound the alarm, but no one else will smell it. Okay, so we'll go look at. So here we got some bees going on.
Do you need me to do anything to help you?
No, but you can look. See?
Cool.
So they're putting away fresh nectar.
Oh wow. How exactly does nectar turn into honey?
Well, bees will fly out and get like a couple micrograms of nectar. They'll come to the front of the hive. They'll give it to an inside worker bee.
The barf it into their mouths?
Exactly. So they'll transfer it from bee to bee. Then the inside worker bees will put it in the cell. And as it gets fuller and fuller and fuller, they'll sit on top of it and fan it with their wings to dehydrate it. And once it gets down to the appropriate level of humidity,
they cap it?
Yeah, they cap it because it's right.
What are they doing right now?
They're filling.
Yeah.
But they're so happy. They're not even swarming.
Because they're barfing.
They're barfing.
Oh wow.
So
Happy barfing.
go feel the weight of this. So that's got some
Happy barfing.
nectar, but not a lot. That one is completely empty.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is
Can I
like
see?
double the weight.
Yeah.
Here, give the smoker to Kyle, and then you feel. It's kind of cool, Andrew.
Yeah.
Here, or give
So
it to the smoker.
here's the empty one.
Super light. Light.
Yeah, because there's nothing in there. It's just extremely thin wax. Whereas that one
Keep them happy.
has some nectar in it. Not a lot, but some. But don't turn it upside down because you don't want it to run out.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the top? I don't.
Yeah, well, the top of the frame is like this, so it's good. Now also, look from the side. Are those cells straight in?
No.
They're angled,
Oh, angled up.
so the honey doesn't run out.
That makes sense.
And they just know how to do that, like all by themselves.
They engineer everything. That's cool.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like there's as many bees. I would have expected thousands of bees.
Yeah, this colony is it's not doing that well, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Here's again this had no foundation in it, so they started off this starter strip.
Why is it
yellow? You almost. This is why we don't kill the bees around our yard. And every time I see a bee, I think of you. I try to like rescue them out of the pool.
So this is very new comb. This wax hasn't been used for much yet. As they use it more and more, it gets darker and darker and darker, both from bee footprints and also from wherever they lay, wherever the queen lays eggs and you get larvae being produced, they leave their cocoon behind.
Right.
Oh.
And so every time you have a cocoon, you leave a little bit of extra material in there.
Look at all the dead bees.
Yep. So we got...
That one looks like the best one yet. Is that heavier?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, look at that one.
It's got more.
Look, they're all
There's
talking.
some capped off.
Nope, no capping yet.
There's...
Oh, that's actually, that's a larva cell.
Oh.
Yeah, wax cappings for honey and wax cappings for larvae look very, very different. And if we have any capped honey, and I don't know whether we do, I'll show it to you.
I see one cap.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so that,
right.
yeah, that's larva,
right there.
larva.
Oh, cool. Dude, they better. I've only seen 2 replacement bees for all this.
Oh, most of the brood will be down here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And, but you don't go down there. You just.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go down there.
Dad, why
You
are
got
they
bitter.
that busy?
I don't know.
Look it.
It's sort of an exponential growth because you need bees to nurse bees. Notice this comb is larger.
Yeah, I do. I see
This
that.
is drone comb.
Okay.
So when it's time, and she starts laying in the drone cells,
Right.
it'll make drones. So
Well, that's cool.
let me see if I can find you a frame that's got a bunch of.
How come there are dead bees there? When they fly out, do they just sometimes drop dead?
Oh, I just flicked them off before. There was a bunch of dead bees on top.
Should we be pumping, or am I just?
Oh, like every minute or so. Oh, here's a bunch of capped larvae.
Oh, that's cool.
So those are baby bees. You can see uncapped larvae in there. You see the larvae?
Dad, some of them are falling. Out from under. Dad,
So-
I see one of the bees hang on to another bee.
It's okay. Okay, so can you get out of the light so that we can see? So Andrew, take a look in there. And you'll see the little white worms. Those are larvae.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Cal, please don't stand on the hive stand. Okay, come down gently, but don't jump. Yeah. So they'll live uncapped for, I think, I gotta look it up, like 7 or 8 days, during which time they'll be fed larvae and nectar and pollen. And once they get to a certain size, they get capped over and they'll pupate.
Oh, are those tiny, the tiny worms in there?
Yeah. And let me see if I can find you eggs.
Those were the, I saw the eggs. Tiny worms.
No, oh, there's an egg. Okay. So, right above my pinky,
Yeah.
if you look in that cell,
I see it.
it's like the tiniest little grain of white rice.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, Andrew, come closer.
Wow, that's cool.
See, in the 3 or 4 cells above my finger,
Oh, yeah.
tiny little grains of like white rice.
And
Kyle, come take a look.
that one, the cap's starting to break off.
Yeah, so this could either this one here could be hatching. See, Kyle, right in here, there's eggs in 2 or 3 of these cells.
Oh, those are the ones I was talking about.
Yeah.
Tiny worms.
Oh, yeah, they're not worms yet.
Well, they're tiny worm-shaped things.
Worm-shaped things, yes. Good.
Whoa, look at that.
So,
Pretty cool. These guys are really calm.
yeah,
I was expecting them to be more unhappy with us. They're just kind of just chilling.
let's see here.
And now, what else are you looking for? Are you looking for like mold or yuck or spiders or something?
I'm just sort of looking to gauge overall health because this colony had been building up very, very slowly. But the good news is they've got significantly more nectar now than they did a week ago.
Good.
So they're
And then you check them. You do this every week. You just kind of come out and like just check the weight.
every week, 2 weeks, whatever, sort of depending on, Kyle, please don't do that, on how busy I am and what I expect to see going on. In the wintertime, you don't inspect them at all because they just,
You need, and then you need to leave when you harvest this. You must in the winter. You must need to leave like half the honey for them, or they'll die.
yeah, so you harvest in like late spring, early summer.
Right.
Okay, so they haven't capped anything at all. That's sort
Now,
of,
it looks like you're missing one.
yeah, that's the one I took out
Oh,
from
yeah,
this
yeah,
side.
yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to create space. Also, you'll notice that when I first went in here, I had to sort of crack the frames free
Yeah.
because they make what's called propolis, which is basically tree sap. So they'll collect tree sap,
And then you put them back in the same way that you took them off.
same order, yeah, same order facing the same way because that's the way they like it.
The way they built it, I guess.
And then there's some extra space in here, and I'll try to equalize it on both sides because bees have something called bee space. So they will not build comb in between here,
Right.
because there's not enough space. But if I were to leave all the empty space in between there, they'd build comb from the top, cover right in the middle, and screw everything up.
Makes sense.
But once they have straight comb, they'll continue to build straight comb. Okay, let's go into the bottom box. So blow a couple puffs of smoke in here.
In here.
Yeah, right when I crack it.
Okay. Andrew, this would be more fun for you, so let you do it. You do it. Ready?
Ready?
You follow
Just
instructions.
two good puffs. Ready? Go. Good. You hear that?
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, so all the bees that were sitting on top here just went straight down.
Oh, that's
Why?
Yeah, because they don't like the smoke. Kyle, I'm gonna come around here.
Okay, so
I'm gonna create some space by pulling out a frame here so that we can inspect down here. Now the queen should be down here and most of the brood will be down here. But we'll go take a look.
You've got some more better stuff. Hello.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look over here. Actually, before we do this,
Yes.
everyone hold your breath and smoke us. Yeah. And then hold your breath and smoke yourself.
Want me to smoke you?
Yeah.
Ready? Ready?
So what happens is, anytime a bee stings you,
Yeah,
as the bee is expiring, it'll emit this giant amount of alarm pheromone that says, attack this guy. And this basically prevents that from happening.
Right, well, you don't have enough bees to have them get into attack mode, because that could actually be detrimental.
Yeah, so let's see.
You want me to just blow smoke every 30 seconds?
No, just keep, oh, pollen.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you'll see some of these bees, and they'll be coming in with yellow or orange pollen on their legs.
Shit, yeah.
And they'll bring it in here and they'll pack it into the cells for storage.
I wouldn't be.
I wonder would a nice a cigar work here as well?
Except how would you carry it? Maybe.
Yeah, light your suit on fire.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
So there's pollen, and then somewhere in here we'll find the queen. She'll be doing her thing.
Oh yeah. You pay attention to Coach Steve. He'll tell you what to do. I'll sit here and watch. This is cool. No, I think you need to put the smoke over the hive because we don't want to get a bee stinging.
That's okay. They're calm. You'll notice, like, if they get riled up, there'll be a cloud of bees flying around us, and then
we just need to cruise.
So pollen, little bit of brood, not much, but there should be more activity.
What is the queen? Can you actually see the queen?
Oh yeah, I'm hoping to find her like in the next 2 minutes here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we will show her off to you.
How big is she?
You'll see.
I'm excited.
So there's a bunch of capped brood.
Missed.
So look carefully now. What you'll see when you see the queen is you'll see a larger bee with a blue dot on her thorax because we've painted her. And she'll be moving very, oh, here's a bee with pollen.
I see him. I see him.
Oh, wow. He's a lot of fun.
Her. They're all girls.
Oh, her.
Yeah. So
Actually, I knew that.
look at all that pollen that she's got.
Jeez.
So she's going to find an appropriate cell to deposit in. There's a bunch of capped brood.
Yeah, I hear more noise.
Yeah. Easy on the smoke. You don't need too much right now. Yeah, you don't really need it unless they start to get riled up. So no queen on here.
Very cool. I can't believe how docile they are.
Well, these are allegedly Italian bees, which are known for being docile. Because I bought a queen last year.
Dad, I caught a bee.
Cool.
There's a
Still
bee.
looking. Oh, there she is.
Oh, yeah.
Where?
She is? Oh, there
With a blue dot.
Oh, I see her.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. She's giant.
So she's bigger than her daughters. And she normally has a bunch of bees sort of following her around and taking care of her. And
I see her. That is cool.
yeah. So there's your queen.
She's big.
And you bought her, and she came in a little bottle.
Yeah.
And she just hangs out in here, and she's got, what, a 4-year lifespan?
Anywhere between 2 and 12 years. I mean, 12 is really like sort of on the high end. I think maybe 8 is the... Because every year they mark them with a different color.
Right.
So when you can see this is a 2015
So that's a
queen.
2012 bee.
2000, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a 5-year cycle on the colors.
Very cool.
Dad, check this out.
Mm-hmm.
It's still on.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
There's another bee with pollen on her legs. So the colony's doing okay, but not like it's not exploding in population like I would. Yeah.
Now, could you buy like a 2 bee honey from Costco and leave it out here so they'd have a ready food source, or would that be a bad idea?
You wouldn't want to feed them honey, but what you can do is feed them sugar syrup, which I do occasionally. Right now they're collecting nectar on their own, so they don't need a food source right now. She's not laying a lot of, in a good year, this will be wall to wall brood, and it's not.
She needs to be up tempo on those eggs.
Yeah. The other thing is that I don't know if I have any mites here. And mites are sort of the bane of the honeybee, and I did a mite count 2 weeks in a row and found 0, which is good.
Are you going to magnifying glass and look for little white dots?
Well, actually, I do what's called a sugar shake. I put a bunch of bees in a jar with powdered sugar and shake them up, and the powdered sugar causes the mites to fall off. and then I dissolve the sugar in water and count and see if any mites fell off the bees.
Oh, you got all these little tricks.
Well, you learn everything off the internet. Here's the pollen frame, so you see lots of bees on top.
Look at that one. Look at this one, Andrew. Look at the one right here. Look at her. She's raging on pollen.
Is all that yellow stuff in her pollen?
Yep. So she's going to try to find a place to put this. I don't know how they decide, like, where to put it, you know? Bees have their heuristics. You guys know what heuristics are?
Character traits, I guess?
Pretty good guess, but no.
Oh, there's a bee.
You can think of heuristics as like rules or algorithms or guidelines. So these bees are hardwired with a set of rules. You know, if the temperature is like this and the pheromone levels are like this and these other things are like this, I should go collect pollen. Or I should go collect nectar. Or if I've got pollen, I probably ought to find an empty cell and put it in. Like I said, I don't know exactly how they do this, but so
I want to catch a bee.
I want to see if we can watch one deposit her pollen.
I got two. Okay, now I got one.
Oh, look, this one right here. Look, I just watched this one crawling. See it right here?
Oh, yeah.
See it? He's raging. Or she's raging in there.
So she could be pulling pollen out so she could feed somebody, or she could be packing it in, or I don't know.
There's one with pollen. There's a guy with pollen right there. So
There's dozens of bees with
vomit or vomiting.
They don't vomit pollen because they carry it on their legs instead of in their honey stomach.
They have two separate stomachs?
Mm-hmm.
So they have a vomiting stomach and a regular stomach.
I want to watch one of them depositing pollen.
This one has a bunch of pollen.
Yeah.
This one just crawled into a cell I was watching. And they see this one just crawled in. See, they're dropping something.
I think when they drop pollen, they do it backwards, but I'm not sure about that because I've never actually seen it.
I don't blow smoke right. I don't think Coach Steve wants smoke so close. Just blow it ambient to us, I think. Because that would be the smoke. As I think that would be harmful for them.
Yeah, too much.
I don't know though.
Yeah, too much will basically alarm them. Oh, look here. See the guy? Oh, see that girl? She's got her rear up in the air and she's fanning.
Yeah, I see her.
So that's called the Nasonoff behavior. What she's doing, she's emitting this pheromone that says, "We're all here. We're all here." Here's another one doing it. That could be a reaction to the smoke. We're like, hey, we're not smelling like the happy hive scent right now. So
yeah,
they're letting everybody know where everybody is.
There's one right here.
Yep.
What's that called?
Nasonoff.
Nasonoff.
And the scent they blow is actually, it smells like lemongrass oil.
Oh yeah, I've smelled that before.
Yeah.
When you get a bee sting, it kind of smells like fresh cut grass and lemon.
And so that, the two cotton balls in the bait hive have lemongrass oil on them.
Very cool.
Yeah. So, things look okay. I mean, not like, the place is not booming, but it is, every week I come in here, it's got more bees and more nectar. So, things are improving. I just expect them to improve faster.
Right. You get impatient with them.
They're kind of underperforming.
Why do you just have a double-decker and not a three-decker?
Because there's not enough bees to fill up the space.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If they were to fill this with brood and fill that with nectar, then I'd put a third box on there, and whatever's in the third box is mine. But this is for them, that's for them. Because if they fill this...
We're trying to get them to... yeah, I don't think, because if they sting you, remember, if they get mad and sting, then they die. So he's trying to get them to grow. So we're trying not to even get stung. Because if we get stung, they die.
Yeah, you'll lose a couple every time you do an inspection.
I think a bee just landed on the metal.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to put the top box back on.
Right.
So stand right there. Stand over to this side. And when I tell you to, give them a couple puffs of smoke to send them all down. Ready? Go. Okay, so that's enough. And notice they all went down there, so now they won't get squished.
Very cool. And then the same, are you going to do the same up here when he tells you to?
Yep.
Look, they're just going down right now. They already know.
There you go.
Better put them down.
Give them another puff. There you go. There you go. You go high, girls. And close it
Very
up.
cool. And then pick up the rock.
Yeah, put the rock back on top. And then where's my where's my stirrup hoe? So this is for ant control. Basically, ants would love to get into a hive. And I've got something called tanglefoot on the legs.
Yeah.
It's like axle grease. But if there's weeds, they can form an ant bridge and they can get above the tanglefoot. So in the spring, I gotta go around here and sort of weed a moat.
A weed moat.
Watch out, Kyle. Kyle, move please. No, completely. Thank you.
And I guess the electric weed whacker, that would just set them off.
Yeah, the vibration would I don't know. You know, I bought a weed whacker.
I'd use a motor tool.
Yeah, that's way too much vibration.
They would definitely not like that.
That's why I also do this after the inspection. Okay.
Yeah, I just like those little Argentine water ants. Those things I just...
Yeah, you know, they all serve their purpose. I just don't want them right here.
You got your water source right here for your bees, so they have fresh water all the time.
Yep. I didn't realize this until reading about it last year, but bees need water in order to consume honey.
Makes sense.
Yeah, when they want to consume it, they have to dilute it. Okay, we're good. Let's go put the smoker away.
Andrew, now do you plant any flowers?
No, because my area here is like 0.1% of their foraging area.
Right.
So anything I plant for here myself is a rounding error. Now the bees are certainly good for anything I plant.
Right.
But the reverse isn't, you know, it's insignificant.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. Very cool.
So I've got 2 colonies on order.
Okay.
Coming in.
How does that work? You just get like 2 new queens, and then does she just make her colony, or how does that go?
You get a 3-pound box of bees with a queen.
3-pound
Yep.
box of bees?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I'll show you the boxes. I bought a colony last year too. That's the one that starved out because I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. Speaking of running out of storage, so there's the.
Oh, you have the same Costco tree that we have.
Yeah. Actually, that's Beth's, my house guest. So that's how you get 3 pounds of bees.
That's cool.